Alright everyone, welcome for this surprise interview with the creator of Wanted for Arena Fighters, aka Globku. Hello Globku, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thanks for the invite. How are you?
I'm great, and thanks for accepting. I feel damn, like that surprised me. Alright, alright, without waiting more, let's start with the questions. So for those who don't know you, could you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, my name is Globku. I'm a content creator mainly on YouTube, but I also stream on Twitch, and I mainly cover anime games. That's my topic. So a lot of arena fighters naturally come through my channel, including My Hero One's Justice.
Which is why you're here today. The link of your channel will obviously be in the description, but I mean, who doesn't know you? But just making sure. All right, so I mean, you're kind of like the big boss of the content creators for My Hero One's Justice 2.
There aren't a lot.
That is true.
I mean, I'm proud in that. I mean, you're saying I'm the king, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I am proud that some people see me that way. It was some work to get to this place. But let's be real, there is a lot of competition out there.
There is. All right, so you said your main topic was anime games, but why did you choose this topic?
So I was working for a company called TGN, and I was a video editor and on-screen talent, and TGN was this a general gaming content channel. Like they covered a bunch of different games.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
At some points they changed over to just Overwatch content, and after like a month or two of making Overwatch videos, they said you kind of don't like this, so maybe you should just pitch us your own channel, and we'll give you a budget and we'll start doing it. And I did have a few concepts. One of them was the anime games channel. So that's how it all started. That was one of the concepts that I thought I could be passionate about and bring something new to the YouTube space. I'm obviously passionate about other stuff, so those were the other topics, and now they're just my hobbies. But anime ended up being the route that we chose to move forward with, and when TGN Anime shut down, I just kind of kept on doing it on my own channel. But that's how it began.
All right. About those other topics, you think someday you will make that some content for your Twitch or something, or no?
No, I don't think so. This is definitely a full-time job already. I don't have time to make another channel concept, especially because like if you make a second channel, like that's never going to be as popular as your main channel, and you still have to put a lot of time and effort into it, and I feel like that would take away from the quality of the videos that I'm putting out right now for anime games. So I don't think that will happen, at least not in the near future.
Alright, that's totally fair, but I actually hope to see more concept from Globku, not gonna lie.
Ah, thanks.
I'm a fan. Alright, okay, so now let's talk about Wanted, but the first question, how did you discover Wanted?
I mean, it was obviously through Damascus when the pandemic hit, and Damascus came up with this concept of a King of the Hill type of competition for Dragon Ball Fighters. I think Damascus single-handedly kept the competitive scene of Dragon Ball Fighters alive because of Wanted. And he's been so successful that he's then spun out into a bunch of different games. So he's got a few Wanted series out there. And once we started diversifying, I also started thinking, we have this competitive community on My Hero, and Demon Slayer's coming out soon. This might be a good bridge for people to take this a little bit more seriously, because I think we're still all fighting the stigma of all arena fighters are button mashy and garbage, and it's just fan service. And we know that like there are some arena fighters out there that can build and cultivate a competitive community just as well as a 2D fighting game. So that was the goal almost. I mean, I discovered it through Damascus, and I guess I'm getting into how this whole thing happened, and not just how I discovered Wanted. But yeah, that was kind of the idea. Bring Wanted to anime games, bring some credibility there. And also I used to make a lot of tournaments for My Hero and other anime games too. Those are a lot of work, and and I did it for a few years, and Wanted seemed like a good way to keep doing it, but not having to have this open bracket where anyone can sign up, and some people have no idea what the rules are, and other people are playing on Wi-Fi because they refuse to read. A lot of issues can come up from just having open tournaments, and this was my way of like restricting the player base. It's invite only top players will make it, so they already know the rules, they already know how this whole thing works. And at the end of the day, I think it's better for the viewer too, because people are there to watch the top players, they're there to watch the best matches. So that was kind of it.
Or to watch upcoming players such as Lookout, for example, who sadly dropped the game. But
exactly. I mean, but to get to Wanted, you have to qualify in some way.
Yeah.
So like through an open tournament, or even sometimes through player recommendation, and then just see like, oh, this is the next big player.
all right. So we know there's a lot of Wanted episodes, but how long does it take to organize one episode?
Right. I would say between 2 to 3 hours. Some episodes are harder than others.
Could you name some of these episodes?
Some episodes that were harder?
Yeah.
I don't want to, because like it's always the player's fault, and I don't want to out anyone. But sometimes players are like really hard to get a hold of, or when you get a hold of them, they're reluctant to confirm if they're going to be available or not. So even though like you're not just waiting for them to confirm like 24/7, obviously you send the message and then wait for the reply. It's always present sort of in your mind, like I still need someone for Wanted, and I still have no idea if this player is going to make it or not. And yeah, that can be stressful. I would say between 2 to 3 hours to like make the poster, to gather the players around, and to make sure everyone's going to be there and ready for the event. And Gapfire has actually been helping a lot on that side of things, so he's taken a huge weight off of my shoulders there.
Yep, shout out to Gapfire. Thank you for helping Globku with both commentary and organizing the episodes.
Absolutely.
And seasons too, but he's just taking the pictures.
I mean, that's also a big help.
Yeah, it is really.
In the first episodes, we were like doing this photo competition. Hey guys, you all want photo competitions? Let's do this for Wanted. Just send me pictures. And then no one wanted the photo competitions anymore. And people just wanted to bother me to say, hey, you gotta make a photo competition. Everyone wants it. No, it was just you. It turns out, and even you didn't make them.
Was it Walter? Yeah. We love Walter. We love Walter.
So seasons definitely helps just providing the pictures every episode now. Yeah.
I remember one of my friends winning that competition. I think it was Softy for the Wanted one. I think so. But hey, taking a picture is also important. So thank you, Season. All right. So Wanted also, as I said before, it had a lot of episodes. But do you have a favorite moment in Wanted?
It's probably Kura versus Shy.
Oh.
That was a very good set.
It was, yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of sets that were like on that level. To me, that maybe takes the cake, because I think it was the first time that I saw Todoroki played at that level.
Right.
And Todoroki is like generally not regarded to be a strong character, and I mean Kura is the only one that plays it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's saying something. And the matchup was really good. I mean, in later episodes we saw why Todoroki isn't like regarded as a top tier, because it's super matchup dependent.
And
then we saw some bad matchups for Kura, and like he tried his best, but he was kind of limited in what he could do. But against Shy, against Toga, that was so even and really, really good.
I really don't know how he did that, since Shy kind of smokes Todoroki. But hey, that's Kura.
Shy has an interesting history with Wanted. It's like he wins every single open tournament out there, but then in Wanted, I feel like he always underperforms.
Guess we'll have to find out if it's still gonna happen in Wanted 10 tomorrow.
Exactly.
Big hype. Alright, as you mentioned before, Todoroki is the character that you don't often see in competitive level, because he's not a top tier, he's not a really high tier character. But was there any character you wanted to see in Wanted but didn't show up?
Not only in Wanted, in tournaments in general. Where are the Gran Torino mains? Everyone was complaining about Gran Torino being top tier. No one picks him. I'm over here coming up with tech on my own, and figuring out the character, and I have no pro player to draw tech from. It's incredible.
Well, we actually had a Crash, a Gran Torino who found so much tech, but then he dropped the game because the game was kind of annoying for him. But he had tech, he had like some 15k meterless shit and stuff. I'm like, okay, why not? Like, bro, he was crazy. But we also had Wonderful, who pulled Gran Torino in the tournament. He got top 8. He got top 8.
Oh, that's pretty good. I missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Gran Torino in Wanted, honestly, but too late now.
I don't think it's too late. I think they could still come up with Gran Torino because Gran Torino is a very strong character. I mean, I'd be surprised, but I'm like, hey, Tay plays pretty much every top tier, so who knows? It can happen. It can happen. Okay, so we talked about character. Now a player. Do you have a favorite for Wanted 10?
Yes, but I think I shouldn't say
You.
like just as an organizer.
Is it Mario?
I think I should stay neutral. But like more than anything, I think no matter who wins, we'll have an interesting story coming out of 1 to 10.
It is
Because
true.
if it's Shy or Leo, it's like a great underdog story. If it's Mario, it's a great return of the old champion story. If it's Devil, somewhat it feels deserved for him to win the last one because like he was the champion and is still undefeated. He just had to drop the game for a while. And of course, if it's Windboy, it's like the biggest winning streak for Wanted ever, and it just increases it and solidifies it as like the biggest champion.
That is true. That is true. That will be a lot of content to milk. There will be content to milk. All right. Did Wanted turn out to be as good as you expected, or you're a little bit disappointed?
No, the show itself turned out as I expected. Honestly, I think people were behind it in a way that I was expecting it. I think on the disappointing side, maybe there was a little bit of disappointment regarding the players. 'Cause I think this is still a very young competitive community that doesn't have a lot of experience in competitive, and a lot of people take losses very personally. When they really shouldn't. Like, I've had players say that they don't want to play the next Wanted because they don't want to get, I don't know, 7-0'd by Devil, you know, on camera. Because they feel like that will be humiliating for them. Like, it's too personal to them, losing in a video game.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't matter if you win in Wanted or if you're Kaz. It's fine, you're still a top player, right? Like you're still a top player, and I poke fun at Kaz because I know he's not one of those players that takes this stuff
The
seriously.
man said if you
Knows that
cast.
this is a video game.
Yeah.
I know. But he knows that this is a video game, so I can poke fun at it, like that. And I think that's the attitude more players should have. Just being in Wanted already means like you made it this far, and your talent puts you here. It doesn't matter if you get 7-0, honestly. Like people are here to see the top talent, and I'm inviting you as the top talent. But yeah, just taking that stuff super personally sometimes made it hard to schedule some events and invite some players over.
Yeah. Plus, as we saw on those matches, the score didn't actually show how close the matches were, which is kind of sad. But like,
Yeah.
you have to watch those matches to know. You have to watch those matches, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, Kaz is really, really damn good.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's out there that's saying that Kaz is trash because he lost 7-0.
Oh no, nobody.
I really don't. But that's how it feels that players. That's what it feels that players are afraid of by accepting an invitation to Wanted. Like, oh, I'm going to be exposed as a bad player. Like, that
Yeah.
literally cannot happen. Even if you have a bad day, it doesn't make you a bad player. You just had a bad day.
That is true. All right. The last question: do you have a few words for your Wanted champions?
Well, it's the last episode. Make it a good one, and most of all, I guess just have fun. There's obviously a prize pool at the end, but at the end of the day, only one person can take it, and 5 players can still have fun, even if they're knocked out. So enjoy the show, guys. It was a good run. Make it a good last one.
It was a good run, yeah, but it's now over for the OJ2 community. We'll still have some events. Are you gonna keep an eye on it? On those events?
Yeah, I think from time to time I'll check in, see what you guys are doing. I see that you have some big plans coming up. We still have the big One Justice 2 tournament
Yes.
as well. So it's not over yet for the competitive community, and I don't think it will be for a long time. Like,
Mm.
even after you guys are done with those events, I think having some minor tournaments and keeping the server alive is still going to be possible given how big the community is. I just really wanted to give it one big push before I see it what's the word? Tether out or tether out
Mm.
until like it eventually dies, and we didn't end it on our own terms. Because I've seen this happen with the first one's Justice. Like, we're stuck in the same meta. There's no patches. There's no DLC coming. People get sick of playing the same characters or playing the same type. And that's very natural. It happens with every fighting game. So instead of slowly letting it die, I'm gonna say let's end it on our own terms, and then whoever wants to stay and still enjoy the game competitively can do so. But at least for me, having been a person of reference when it comes to competitive, I feel like I needed this sort of big event to close things up.
And we thank you for this. We thank you for this big event, for the trust you put in us. Because I mean, it's $500. It's not small. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And we thank you for the trust you put in us. And who knows? Maybe someday the community server will organize Wanted 2. Who knows?
Who knows? Honestly, if they release a new season of DLC, I might just say, "Yo, remember when I said that was the last one?"
Yeah.
Right.
That would be big hype. That would be hype. That'd be hype.
Yeah.
Alright, Globku, thank you so much for this interview. That's pretty much all I have to say. Do you want to say something to the viewers?
Thank you for the invite. Pleasure to be here. Enjoy One's Justice. Check out the server. They're still gonna have tournaments even after I'm long gone. I'm not gonna die, but after I'm gone from the competitive, you know what I meant.
He won't be dead, guys. Don't worry. It will just be lagging in Demon Slayer. That's not. It's nothing much. Don't worry.